Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're back at it. Another one. Yeah. So I want to say thanks to everybody for all the support and everybody that's subscribing. And I'm proud to say we're working with shout out to Graphogenics. So it's I seen it on social media. My brother-in-law's wife, she has a bakery shop in I think it's Knoxville or no, Tennessee, somewhere over there. And she did a logo. It's kind of cartoonish, and that's what we were going for. Animation. Okay, we're using proper terms. Sorry, it was in PC. But she made one, and it looked really cool. So I linked up with her, and she sent me the link. So we sent him what we wanted, and should be getting a logo here. She said about 4 to 6 days. So I'm excited about that. Everything's coming together. It's gonna look pretty legit. One thing too, I wanted to say after watching some of them, the podcast. So you probably see us. We'll say like random quotes. So the random quotes, it's just like from movies and stuff. So I guess you got to kind of know the movie, what movie it is to kind of get it. Because like sometimes we're talking and then we'll just say like a random like Seinfeld quote or something. So it's
giddy up.
Yeah. So we're not gonna stop every time and say that was from whatever, but it's just something we do. It's we
do it every day when we're talking. Or
even on the phone, just like some quote will come up or even a damn word.
Yeah,
and we'll say it.
We'll have to go on a tangent and talk about that, or use 3 quotes and then go back to our conversation.
Yeah. So recap. So the what? The recap with so the last time we were here, I went to the beach for a few days. We got away for our anniversary. The funny part though was when I went over there, we thought, for me, I always want to be on like a schedule. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and me and Kid got there and was like, we're not doing any of that. Or you just went. We did whatever we wanted to do. We just hung out, walked around, checked it out, and
did you see the new setup?
Yeah, I seen
nice.
it. I like it. Yeah, it's like what's that one where they have the signs up? Is it Venice?
Yeah, Venice Beach.
Yeah, it looks exactly like that. And
Santa Monica.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
where
Santa
they have
Monica.
the sign up like where it says Turismo. So
yeah.
It's really nice too. It wasn't too packed. Weather was nice.
And they have I like the little attractions they have for the kids too. They have the little slides and all that.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that too. When I went down with the girls, landing on my booty.
Johnny Cash slid down and he did a front flip and his head hit the ground. He was pissed off after that.
Luckily, it's all sand down there.
Yeah,
but yeah, dude, it was nice.
Cold.
Yeah, those of you with kids, it's hard to find time just you and your spouse or just you by yourself. And we had went just us two. And I think that was the first time we went since our honeymoon that we were out just us together. And it was like, what the hell do we do? And just being able to lay in the bed, not having to worry about the kids. What are the kids doing? Get the kids something to eat or whatever it may be. It was fun just being there and just hanging out and just doing whatever.
You said you went to that coffee shop?
Coffee shop. Which one?
The one right by the beach. You didn't like it?
No, you know what? Yeah, we went there.
Did you get the nitro?
Usually when I just get I'll get espresso and coffee, and anywhere you go, it's gonna be bitter as hell. But I don't know, it just wasn't.
To me, it tasted salty.
So it was like a beach thing.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like it. They had the nitro cold brew, but I didn't.
Yeah, I always get the one. I get Americano, which is coffee with espresso. And when I was working in Fresno, one of the sergeants there, he turned me on to a Christian coffee house, Cup of Joy, and that still to this day is the best Americano I had. It's right there. It's in Fresno, right off of. It's by the Tower District. But anywho, yeah. But that was that in a nutshell. Oh, also remember we were talking about the Iron Man events. So there was another one there was one in Bass Lake that I was looking up, but then there was a coming up in a month that might be a little short notice, but the other one was in September, and that one's in Exeter. on the 25th. But there was 2 different ones, I guess, kind of like beginner, and then one more advanced. So the one more advanced, it's a 800-yard swim, about 25 miles on a bike, and then a 6-mile run. And then the other one,
that's advanced.
Yeah,
That's not. Oh, the swimming.
yeah, you might be gassed out after the swim.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't swim that much, so. But then the other one, it's 400 yards swim, 13 miles on a bike, and a 3-mile run.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So I think we could maybe just start with that, or
Just I think the advanced one's fine, but just the swim, because a lot of people think that swimming's not a good workout. But I remember I did it was a German proficiency test to earn the badge. It was like a
when you're in the military.
yeah, it was a foreign badge. You could wear a foreign badge. It's a big. Everyone likes it because it's a big badge. So there's gold, bronze, and gold, silver, and bronze. And then to qualify to do it, you have to do 400 meters, which was down and back, and then halfway within like 2 minutes.
Sure.
And shit, you have your whole uniform on, and swimming, that's a whole nother workout because you're trying to go as fast as you can, and then your uniform's filling up with water, and but swimming, that's a whole nother. It seems like it's fun to do or easy, but it's hard when you're trying to do it for time.
Yeah. And you said you could wear it on your uniform. What's the class? What do you guys?
It's for it's class A. It's your ASUs. You can wear it on your dress uniform.
Oh,
so it's like just a big it's like a big badge, like the size of a cop badge, and then it has like I want to say like an eagle or something in the middle, and it's either gold, silver, or bronze. But usually, if you get bronze, they don't really. I knew one NCO that wore it, but it looked awkward.
Oh, okay. Another thing. I'm sorry. What did you for the past 2 weeks? What have you been up to?
Oh, went to the beach too. Went to the baby shower, and it was like, for me, when everyone thinks you're going to the beach, it's warm weather, hot. We packed shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah.
Shit, we got about 3/4 of the way. It dropped down to 50 degrees. I was like, what the hell? And then it was just cold. It was windy. Yeah, I didn't expect that. So that dude was for a loop.
That's how it was the first night, but then it was
Sunday. Sunday was good.
It was really nice. What were you guys doing over there? What was going on?
My in-laws, they were having a baby shower. So Tiffany's cousin was he's having his first baby. I forgot how old he is. But yeah, there was just a little baby shower, and then went to the beach a few times, hung out. It was pretty good.
I don't know.
After that, we just had rodeo. Just been busy, trying to stay busy. Yeah, nothing too serious.
And then Saturday was pretty fun. We went to our cousin's wedding. Congratulations again. They got married over there in Wood Lake. Was it Cottonwood Barn?
Yeah,
something like that.
It was a nice venue.
Yeah. So it was funny though, because I was thinking about it, and like how we are, and like how our family see, like our wives and our family see us, like when our personalities. So whenever we want to do something, like, you know how, let's go run a few miles. Then instead of running a few miles, that turns into like 20 miles later, we're done. Yeah. So the reason I was thinking about this, because one of our cousins asked us, well, why don't you guys drink anymore? And I was thinking about like kind of like a reference what I could use. And so basically put the running, the situation where you're running through miles doing the 20 instead with drinking. So it's like, instead of having a couple beers, I'll just have like a 30-pack. I'll be good. Yeah. So that's kind of just like our personality. So it's
one person, he put it in perspective. So he said the first beer is the one that always gets you drunk, and that I didn't get it at first, but because I was drinking we were drinking at the time, and then it kind of makes sense now. So once you drink that first beer, that's the one that's gonna get you going. You're not gonna stop until you're plastered.
Yeah. So
yeah, that was true.
Until you're plastered, or you forget, I was supposed to pace myself.
Blackout.
Yeah. So.
But our cousin Rash, he kind of put in a different perspective as well. Like
Perspective, the word of the day.
when my other cousin asked us, "Oh, why don't you guys drink anymore?" And then he right away is all, "They were bad." I was like, yeah, and
I think that's putting it lightly.
Yeah, I was like, you can't argue with that. Obviously, that's why we don't drink anymore. But yeah, you see people say stuff like that. But yeah.
Well, yeah. I forgot when I was at the beach too. I seen one of our buddies, Junior. He was there, and we were catching up. And we all used to live in Visalia, or we grew up in the country in Dogtown. And when I had moved to Visalia, we all hung out. And so once we moved, we kind of really lost contact except for like our day oneers. But I seen him, and then he was asking me like what, or he had heard, I became a cop, my brother went to the military and all this, and like he was so surprised, like, and happy for us, but like surprised from like like the stuff we used to do. And it's not like let's get drunk and I'm gonna rob this store or something. It's like, no, let's get drunk and hey Daniel, let me see if I could put you through this table over here. Yeah. Like stupid stuff like that. So but like how everybody was. So but yeah, he was there. He was at the beach and he was kind of surprised when I was telling him about it.
Can we never mind. Go ahead.
But the other
talk about Matt Carter. Can we talk about that conspiracy to commit robbery?
No. But
okay. Another story, another time.
Yeah. Yes, but the other thing too, I was thinking about, when I was seeing all those memes, like when we're at the wedding, like the memes where it has the guy dancing or whatever, and says someone come get your uncle or whatever.
Yeah,
I think that one's dad.
Yeah,
dad's that uncle that. He's cool though, man. Like he's the
life of the party.
Yeah. He was standoffish at first. I think he didn't hit that level yet. Mm-hmm. But towards the end of the party, like halfway through, he was on that dance floor. You couldn't get him.
He used the excuse his knee was hurting, but before I left, several hours later, I believe it was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang by Selena, and he was doing like a one step and then he'd spin around. I guess his knee's not hurting anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was a good time, man. It was fun just seeing everybody. I think we haven't seen anybody since the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
Before that. I think some people didn't even know we had another daughter.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
Because she was talking to one of our uncles and she told him, how do you know you guys had another kid? But, so then, the other thing I wanted to talk about, I think you know something about this subject because you did some type of essay when you were in the college.
For what?
So
wait a minute.
On my Sunday night, because today's my Monday, so I have to work tonight. So what I usually do is I'll try to stay up as late as I can, which isn't very late, only like 12:30.
Okay.
So I was going down a rabbit hole because I was a couple days prior. I'll usually put on some music videos and I'll show my girls the music videos of like different music. And growing up, we just like remember we talked about whatever was on the box. Channel 34 is what we would watch, or like stuff that other people would show us. Mm-hmm. So not until I moved in with my sister and my brother-in-law Levi, I didn't even know Nirvana, Alice in Chains, like all that music. I didn't even know that existed. I was still stuck on
Hootie and the Blowfish,
Nelly, what was it, like Tupac, Snoop Dogg, like all that stuff. And then once I heard that, dude, I was hooked like on rock. But so I was showing some of the music, and I was showing them the Nirvana, Alice in Chains, and then when you played Alice in Chains, kind of this like little documentary of Lane Staley, it came up showed some stuff on him and then Kurt Cobain. And I was listening to a podcast and it was talking about a documentary about Nirvana. And it's always been, I didn't know this because I never looked into it, but I guess there's a big debate if he committed suicide or if he killed himself. So
committed suicide or killed himself?
I'm sorry, committed suicide or he was killed. I'm sorry, still waking up. And the documentary was Kurt Cobain soaked in bleach. I think that's what it was called.
I watched that one.
Yeah, so it was really good.
Is that the Netflix one?
I found it was on No, I found it on it was on the Fire Stick. I had to search for it.
Oh,
But
I think that's one on Netflix though.
so it's basically where the narrator is he's a private investigator. He had a lengthy career in law enforcement. And so she had hired him to
Watch it.
essentially find him. But at the end of it, it seems like she was just hired him to get intel on him.
Yeah. Well,
So-
because he was talking about getting divorced, and all the stuff was obviously all of his stuff was under his name and his career, so she didn't have anything to gain out of it.
Yeah, from the attorney, the one who Rosemary Carroll, she's the one that she would set everything up for them. She would do all their legal stuff. So at the end of it, she was saying that when they got divorced, that she would have got like just a small settlement, like a small payment, and then now because it was ruled a suicide, that
she owns the rights to all the music. Because it was recently, maybe like 5 years ago, they were doing something with them, and they had to go to court for that because she obviously still owns the rights to his music and his
states
records,
and all that. Yeah, it was trippy though, dude. Because like I never looked into it, like I said, but what had happened was so they got there, and obviously got gunshot to the face, and the detectives, everybody, they just boom. So okay, it was suicide. That's it.
Yeah.
But then when they start breaking it down, and I remember you were telling me too. So he had, even for a heavy heroin user, he had like 3 times the dosage that a normal heroin addict would use. And then the whole thing about the shotgun too.
Yeah, so if the heroin you had in the system with the syringe, you would have to have a full syringe and then another half a syringe. So you'd have to sit there and literally inject yourself with knowing that you're going to kill yourself that much.
Yeah.
So that's a lot to use. And then another big deal was that he was sitting down, and the type of weapon he used was a shotgun, and it was a large one. So, and he wasn't very tall, so if he was to do it how they placed it on him, so he wouldn't be able to reach the trigger to shoot himself.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then also when the gun did go off, the spent casing shot out. So if he would have committed suicide, it would have shot out. It would have shot out to his right side. But when they found the casing, it was on his left side, saying that it would be the other way around. Shoot, just discharge that way.
Yeah, and the other thing on that was that they said when it
hit something.
it would have had to have hit something to bounce off, but during the photos that they took, nothing was there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And there was I think one of the arguments was that, well, he could have had it turned, and then when he fell, it turned this way when it fired, and the spent shell casing went out. But they were saying like the way his hand would have had to manipulated the barrel of it. There's like no way that would have happened.
Yeah, and if you see the picture, the guy had I think it was Seattle Police Department. They had it, and it's a big gun.
The other trippy thing too, to go back with the heroin thing. So not only would he had to have shot up that much heroin, but then he would have had to neatly put it back together.
Yeah.
Grab a box, put the box,
put
and put
everything
everything back in the box
yeah.
neatly, and then okay, now let me go ahead and shoot myself.
Yeah.
So
if you're gonna go out, you're not gonna worry about simple shit like that.
No. So, in my first apartment, I had one overdose with heroin, and so when I had showed up, the fiance had found him, called us immediately, and so when we found him, and you gotta think about these guys, the people that are doing like everyday users, they're probably getting like 20, like a 20 sack or something, however they sell it, and doing it. So this guy, he did however he did it. I put in the syringe, whatnot. So when I had found him, me and another guy had found him. He was there was a bed, and he was hunched over the bed like this, and needle still in his arm.
Yeah.
So if he's doing $20 worth of heroin or whatever, let's just say,
Got a bad batch or something.
Yeah, let's say even more. So he injected himself and he was high there, and now he's hunched over. So then Kurt Cobain would have had to put all that and then add more to himself.
Yeah.
Like it's weird, dude. And then that's part what got me, the heroin. And so they did a documentary in 2016. Courtney Love did another episode of like, oh well, kind of. It seemed like to me like in a defense, this is why I'm not guilty. This is why he did kill himself. So what's that? What the stuff they give the heroin addicts when they're coming down?
Or
methadone?
Methadone to get them off the heroin.
Yeah. So they try to say, okay, we're gonna do a test that we're gonna give this guy enough methadone that is would equal the same amount of heroin, and see if he's able to do all the things that Kurt Cobain would have done. So first off,
and they weren't able to.
No, they were.
Were they?
They were able to.
I remember that. I remember
they were able to, but he took it orally. So he took pills, which
I remember that. Yeah. I've seen this.
Which doctors who are a lot smarter than me, that they said, well, if you take a pill, it's gonna at least an hour or 2 hours for it to hit the peak.
And then dissolve. Yeah.
Yeah, to hit the peak high is an hour or 2 hours later. So obviously, if you take it and then you're able to do it right away.
But he's shooting right in his bloodstream.
Yeah, that's what it says. So you're immediately getting that high.
Yeah.
So that was the kind of trippy part too. So those two things, the whole thing about the gun, and to me, so if you watch it, to me like I said, I think the whole when he hired the PI, it was just she wanted recon on him to see how she was going to do it.
Yeah.
Because there was that other friend, I forget the friend's name, that went with the PI. But anyways, he went with them to Seattle, and they had went to the house, and they had went to the house where he was supposed to be to look for the shotgun that their friend bought him.
Yeah.
And so they looked in the house, but where they found him, do you remember the
and
name?
The other is the outside one. I forgot.
Yeah, so they found him out there, which the friend, when they were looking for the shotgun, never said that existed.
Yeah.
So that was another big red flag. And the other one was, I forget the name of the detective, but the detective that had called it, which also in the doc, called it a suicide, but also in the documentary, the PI that was following him and that was in the house the day before they found him dead, he went to the crime scene and told one of the officers, hey, let me talk to the officer in charge. I was in the house prior. And he made a good point. Like, if say you're a cop and someone comes to a crime scene, hey, I was in that house the day prior, this guy's dead. Mm-hmm. Hey, hold that guy. I want to talk to him.
Yeah,
don't let him leave.
He touched or what he did.
Yeah, and they just said, okay, well, tell him to come back to the PD and we'll call him later or something, or we'll call us later and we'll get a statement from him. Which I mean, I would imagine they wouldn't do that, but he said they did it, and
and they said too that the easiest murder to get away with is a drug addict because. There's so much contributing factors that they could work with against the addict.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, he was high on heroin and killed himself. It makes it sound good. Like that's a good ending. Like, okay, that's it. Well, case closed.
Yeah.
But that detective, he ended up getting fired, or no, he was going to get fired, but he quit prior to getting fired for stealing over $10,000 on a different homicide investigation. So I mean, I'm not like real big into conspiracy theories, but I don't know. Just after seeing all that, it's I don't know, dude. I think he was killed.
Think it was a suicide.
No. And then too, another thing with that detective, I would think maybe somehow maybe he was able to work something out with Courtney Love. You know, she was gonna get money, and if he is already a shitbag where he's stealing money from
if he's stealing 10,000, if she's throwing 20, 30,000 at him, then she's gonna take the bait.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know. It's fucked up though, because I was watching it and I was seeing like how I was watching some of the old music videos.
Grunge.
Yeah, and I think he was a huge face in 90s the rock music, and I was telling Kayla, I was like, imagine if like he was alive today, like him, Lane Staley, Freddie Mercury. I'm a big Queen fan, by the way. I love that guy, dude. If I was at a party with Freddie Mercury, this is obviously hypothetical, and he leaned in for a kiss, would I move back? Wouldn't I? I might stay there. I don't know. Obviously, it's not going to happen, but
yeah,
I don't know if I'd move. But anyway,
his mustache.
anyways, dude, like but imagine like I was telling, like imagine the people that could say, I was at a Nirvana concert, Alice in Chains concert, Queen
The
concert,
Doors,
all of
Jim
them.
Morrison,
dude, that would be popping, man. And the music that would be out right now, because a lot of the music they were inspired by some of those greats too, dude. So I don't know, but that was it's pretty trippy. I never like I said, even like think a lot of people. Oh yeah, what happened? Kurt Cobain committed suicide. Yeah, but like if you really look into it, maybe he didn't. So, but yeah, I was just kind of that was kind of the rabbit hole that I went through last night. But there's a few other ones I want to check out, but that was one of them.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff too. That's one of the reasons I did the report on it, because you had to pick one subject, or it had to be a debatable subject because it was public speaking. But yeah.
What about you should do the flat earthers? Is the Earth flat? Yes or no?
No. Hasn't it been proven it's not?
I don't know.
The pictures from outer space?
They said they're fake.
Pluto is a planet.
So about a month ago, I went over dove into that rabbit hole too. It's on Netflix's documentary. I think it's called like Flat Earthers or something. Oh. So there's a whole community that they say it's flat.
It isn't.
You ever seen it was Jim Carrey. I think it was called like the Truman Show or something like that.
Yeah, where they watch him.
Yeah, and like he's in a big dome.
Yeah.
So what they think is that's exactly how it is.
We're in a dome?
Yes. That it's flat, and they said where does it end, and they said they don't know. It hasn't been proven yet, but they say like this. So like here's the Earth, and there's the sun's up here, and it's this thing that spins all the way around, and it's flat. It was trippy, dude. Like there was a big old convention, like thousands of people came. It's a huge thing. Like people believe that shit.
That's crazy. I never thought twice about it.
No, I mean there's these scientists. They're like I said, they're a lot smarter than me, a lot smarter than a lot of people. And if they say that it's not flat, then I'm probably gonna believe them.
Yeah.
I'm more like evidence. Like show me that this is true, and I'll believe it. And as of right now, like there's more evidence that it is than it isn't.
Yeah.
That it's a big circle floating in space. But I don't know. You get sucked into a lot of. There's a lot of different things out there, dude. Like these.
Especially on YouTube too. Yeah. They do all that stuff.
Yeah. But who knows? What do you got?
Speaking of the party one, there was.
I'll come back to it.
Yeah. When I stopped drinking, and a big thing for me was because I didn't see myself. Like you can't go back and see yourself how you acted when you're a jackass or something like that. So what I would
stories.
Yeah. So what I would do is I'd watch Intervention, and I'd see how those people acted. So it was kind of one of those helpers for me that I'd watch that and be like, well, shit, if these people act like that, I'm sure I kind of act similar to that when I'm drinking. And so many people on there, like the crazy shit they would do, and they would just lose their families and lose all this other stuff. And
it's the crazy thing though, like when they're drunk like that, dude, and like when they're doing this stuff, like they think it's the coolest fucking thing in the world, man. And like when you're sober looking at it, like, what's this idiot doing, man?
And then they do anything just to get another beer or just to get another high. It's like, shit, I imagine I did the same shit too. So
yeah,
kind of helps you see yourself or put yourself in the light. Like, oh man.
Yeah. I don't know. With me, dude, what helped me, I don't know. I just decided I was done. I kind of seen where I was at that point. And I was like, okay, so this is kind of like what
crossroads.
This is what I've been doing from this date to this date. This is where I'm at. it's not working.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to make a change. And I think at that point, I just like, I'm probably stop drinking and then see where that goes.
That might be a good decision.
Yeah, let's see where that leads. And sure enough, man, it was the right decision. And you know, like a million times I said, if you want to drink, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But hats off to if you're able to just like, I'm gonna go have a couple beers and that's it.
Yeah.
With our mentality, like we're, like I said, with the running, we fucking run hundreds of miles, and same thing with like if we're drinking, it's like, oh, I'm gonna drink fucking one beer. No, you're gonna drink 100 beers. So that's usually how it is.
What was it? We were drinking one store. We were drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon. I think it's because Al didn't he bought a bunch of it. I think the owner of the store, Giffords in Springville, he must have thought it was gonna go quick. So he had, was it 24 packs or 30 packs?
There's 24 packs.
So was it?
But I think the store you're referring to was a 30 pack of
Bush. Oh,
yeah.
My bad. Yeah, it was Bush. So he had that Bush Light, or was it Bush?
It was regular Bush.
Regular Bush.
Yeah.
He had 30 packs. So he was selling the off brands. He'd sell them for, I think it was like $13 a 30 pack.
Mm-hmm.
So we had bought a 30 pack of Bush, and we started drinking, and then I don't really remember. I just remember waking up.
Well, yeah.
I don't remember the whole. I remember drinking the first like 5 or 6 maybe.
Okay, so let me shed some light to that. So I remember we started and we had like 3 or 4, and then at that point I was like, that's not going to be enough. 30. I thought 15 beers a piece wasn't going to be enough for us. I don't know what universe it is in, but that's what I was thinking at that time. So we had made the trip back.
See, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I said, let's just go get another one to be on the safe side.
You know what?
The safe side of our...
Let's play it safe.
Yeah, so we had went back, got a 30, and then came back. And then...
Yeah. So
it was like that move. It was like Hangover.
Yeah, like that's exactly what it was.
You see that part of the movie, and then boom, it's over. The morning you wake up.
And so we woke up. I woke up, and we had a little mini fridge in the... where it was like a carport... Tent carport area we're living in.
Living area.
Yeah. And, so I wake up and I go straight to the fridge, see how much beers we had left. I wanted to see the stat, and I opened the fridge.
Give me a head count.
Yeah, there was 7 beers left. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how could we have 7 beers left if I blacked out? So then that's when my brother had told me that we had got another 30 pack. So that's one reason. Yeah, I didn't even remember getting the other 30 pack.
Yeah, and I remember waking up. I forgot who used the reference, but it was like those, like when you're back in school and you put that, like there's a circle disc and you put it in, and then you start clicking it, and you see like one little picture, and then you click, you see another picture. That's how it was. Like you start asking like, what happened that night? And then like you close your eyes, you remember, and then oh yeah, we had that, and then someone fills in the next part, and then oh okay, and then I remember all of it, but.
So then we wake up. I woke up, and then we started again. Like we had 7, so we had to split it down the middle, and then go again.
Hungover as shit, but we knew we were still gonna split that 7.
Yeah, I don't remember how we did it, but we did.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but in a way, I'm glad that we went through that phase and like got it over when we were younger instead of like continuing it now to when you're older.
I think our first beer was with that when we took it was me, you, and Michael Keller, and we stole that
tall can.
We stole the tall can of Coors Light because my mom used to drink Coors Light, and she had a couple tall cans in the fridge, and we took it and we ran across the street to the the walnut fields, and we all started taking drinks out of it.
I don't know what.
We're only like what 12?
I don't know why. What made us do it? But we just let's try it.
I'm gonna drink beer today.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, it was cool that we did all that when we were younger. So now, we're only like 20. Well, I stopped drinking when I was 20. What, 23?
I was 20.
2012. I stopped. So what? 8, 9. This would be 9 years. Yeah.
This will be 7 for me. So.
I couldn't even imagine drinking right now, dude. Like, I stay, like, when I was on a regular schedule, like, when I'd get up because usually on a regular schedule, I'll go to sleep by 9 p.m. and I'll be up by at. If I had to work, I'd get up at 4, work out, and then go to work. I can even imagine. So when I do stay up late on that schedule, when I stay up late and late being like 10, 11, and I get up the next morning, I feel like shit because I didn't get my sleep in. So I can even imagine coupling that with being fucking drunk.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to, man. Yeah. Then they're like all your, and then too when you're drinking like everything that you probably shouldn't do, you want to do. So all that together, man, it was just, yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah, I don't know, those people that could just have a couple and fucking call it a day, that's kudos to them, but that's, I don't think I would be able to do that. Or I wouldn't want to try that. I don't even, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have no desire. Even though we're at a drinking like a party or like a drinking setting, I wouldn't want to. I have no desire trying to drink either.
Cause then you gotta plan for it. Like if you're by yourself drinking and it's like, oh fuck, well now I can't drive.
Yeah.
So now how am I getting home? Yeah. How the fuck am I getting home now? I got an Uber, so that's another $40, $50. Yeah. Depending where you're at.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, do you have anything else?
Not really.
No. This next week I have 4 days off. So
4?
So let's try to do. We're gonna try to do a run on. We'll try to do a run on Saturday, and I think I want to do like one of those little videos again, how we did on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
The whatever it was, like the. You know what I mean. You know the theme. Yeah. So anyways, we're gonna try to do one of those. Probably do another marathon. Do the marathon again, and we'll just do it how we did.
I think we should try it a little longer, so we could both run longer, and we still have the bike.
Okay.
Because I'm not ready to do a straight marathon yet, but
we'll talk about it. But maybe we could finish at Nita's or something.
Oh yeah,
or something like that. So from here to Visalia.
Yeah.
Maybe. We're all jazzed up right now, so when the day comes, it might be shorter, but we'll figure it out. And then
or we could even do that route behind Rocky Hill to make it longer, and then go that way.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
That'd be nice.
So you're gonna ride uphill or run uphill?
Same.
So bro, shine, bro.
Yeah. We'll call it.
Yeah. So we'll do that, and then we'll hopefully that by the next one we do by this weekend we'll have that logo up, and we'll put that logo up. Like I said, I'm excited about that. It's gonna be pretty cool. We added some stuff to it, and it's gonna be something different. But yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you again, everybody who's tuning in. We're kind of getting into our groove of things. Like the first few episodes,
still got our groove back.
Yeah, we're still like the first few episodes. You see, we're kind of like nervous, kind of scared a little bit. I don't know why, but now I feel like we're getting into our groove. We're figuring stuff out, and I think the more we do them, the better they're gonna get. And with that being said, if there's something like you guys want to do, just I guess I'm getting kind of word of it, giving advice or something, whatever. But if there's something out there you guys want to do, just don't be scared. Go and do it, man. Because this is like something we talked about that we wanted to do, and like we said a million times, probably tired of hearing it. Whether it goes anywhere or not, we don't really give a shit because it's something that
we enjoy it.
Yeah. So I
think we're gonna.
I was just gonna say
we have 1 minute.
I think I have to respond to that. Go ahead.
And we'll do different subjects and different. I haven't talked to my brother, but we'll do a few episodes where it's just all stories. And I want to do. I seen on other podcasts where it's just gonna be mostly stories, and we'll just talk about that and just be laughing the whole time. I'm sure you guys will when you watch it as well.
Yeah, and then remember too how it just hit me right now. Like on some of the other podcasts, they do what's called like a fight companion, where they watch the fights and then.
So you know him, bro?
Yeah, new one. So everybody will come up. Like you have your friends over, so maybe we could. It doesn't have necessarily mean we're gonna be watch the fights, but maybe just have like all of our buddies come over, like all the Dogtown buddies, and we'll just have like a BS session.
I think it would even be better if it's like the camera's not even there. Like we'll just put the camera up, and we'll just sit there and BS, and I think it would be better like that.
Hidden camera?
Well, not necessarily hidden camera, but we'll be recording, but it's not like focused on a whole episode, you know.
So it's not like you're just in front of it.
Yeah, it will just be put to the side, and then everyone could just be talking and be like, it's not even there.
Yeah, we could do that too. Yeah, but we're still early into it, dude. This is gonna be episode 6.
Yeah,
I think 6. So, and we're just gonna every episode we're gonna try to do something different. Like, as far as ideas, the whole recap of like our week, and then 2, once we start getting people in here, we want to do what's called friendly fire. We're gonna we'll just ask you like certain questions, like on the spot questions, and see what you come up with, like while during the podcast live. So
is Pluto a planet?
Yeah. So I think that's it. That's all I have. Thank you again, everybody who's who subscribed and likes the page. If you guys have criticism, let us know. Put a comment, say something, anything, whatever. Or don't.
Show us what you got.
All right. We'll see you guys. Take care.
Stay safe.